Formula One has quietly taken a major step toward shaping its future, as the sports management, the FIA, and every team on the grid have signed the new Concorde Governance Agreement. This deal lays out how the championship will be run for the next phase of the sport, creating a clearer structure and stronger framework as Formula One moves into a new era. The agreement works alongside the commercial deal that was finalized earlier in the season and will guide the championship through the coming years. Together, these documents define how decisions are made, how responsibilities are shared, and how the balance of power is structured between the teams, Formula One management, and the FIA. While fans may never see the agreement directly, its impact will be felt across every race weekend. At its core, the governance agreement outlines how the championship operates behind the scenes. It sets the rules for voting within the Formula One Commission, explains how entry fees are handled, and clarifies the scope of the FIA's authority. These details might sound technical, but they play a huge role in determining how quickly the sport can react to challenges, enforce regulations, and maintain fairness. One of the most significant changes centers on voting power. Fewer team votes will now be required to pass regulatory decisions, giving both Formula One management and the FIA greater influence. The goal is to make it easier to push through necessary changes without long delays, especially when the sport faces complex or urgent issues. Supporters of the move believe it will bring stability and reduce gridlock, while critics will watch closely to see how that power is used. Another key part of the agreement involves money flowing back into governance. Teams and Formula One management will collectively contribute more through a restructured entry fee system. The FIA is expected to reinvest those funds into improving its operations, with a strong focus on stewarding, marshalling, and race control services. These areas have been under growing scrutiny, and the promise of greater professionalism has been welcomed across the paddock. The agreement was formally announced during FIA meetings attended by senior figures from across global motorsport. It arrives at a time when Formula One is expanding rapidly, drawing larger audiences, and facing greater pressure to deliver consistent, transparent decisions on and off the track. Ultimately, this governance deal is about preparing Formula One for what comes next. By tightening decision-making, strengthening the FIA's resources, and redefining how power is shared, the sport is aiming to create a more stable platform for the future. While the real test will come in how these rules are applied, the agreement signals a clear intention to evolve, adapt, and protect the championship as it continues to grow on the world stage.